Welcome back to Dirt 5. Today we start with the Leggenda dei Cavatori at Foci Di Giovo Reverse in Italy. Now I completely probably messed all that up. It's a Stampede race. Soldierboy is at first. He's driving the Aston Martin DBX of the pre-runner class. And massive apologies for the pronunciation. My pronunciation is horrendous. Especially when it comes to foreign languages. But here we go. Soldierboy up first in the DBX. Aston Martin. How can he do? Now, decent start on the power early. The car ahead was a very slow starter, so I'm going to go to the inside there just to try and make room for myself. Up to 9th already done. Trying to split the cars. And because this track is in reverse, it's a track we've done a lot. The jump is normally at the end. Now it's at the start. That makes things a little bit different, but nicely drifting around the corner of the cars there. Up in the second already. Soldierboy is on a charge. Already taking first place. Now here is the choice of place. We're going to go to the right and keep this going down the hill. Car on our inside now, just trying to catch up with us here. A few cars flooding past us, or trying to. Left-hander coming up, really awkward corner, especially if you take that a little bit late like we just did there. We managed to keep it steady, held it nicely, and around the corner we go. Right-hander next, another tight one, drifting it nicely. And so far, so good. Absolutely holding our own in this car. This car is one of my favourite ones to drive. I think it is one of the better pre-runner cars you can have, and yeah, it's just its speed, its acceleration is really good. Handling is not bad either, and that really helps on this track. The fact it's night time is a little bit dodgy with the visibility, but we're just going to try and remember where the corners are. The annoying thing is when you've done this track quite a few times, the normal layout, to do it in reverse you start doubting where the corners are. But we're going to try our best, and currently holding our own. First place as it stands. Tight right-hander here, taking it nicely, getting on the power nice and early, trying to get as much speed out of the corner as we can. A little bit of a left-hander, not too bad this one, not too tight. Tightens up towards the end though. Nicely done. We are coming towards the end of the first lap, and I think a decent way to start the race. There's a little bit of a gap to the car behind, but not much. And I have noticed the AI cars tend to do better on the straight. Now it could be the car we have less top speed than the two cars that just overtook us. I think we did well to overtake one after the end of the jump line and back in the first place very quickly. That's the way, if you're going to lose positions on a straight, that's the way to take them back, just after the jump, around the first corner, perfect. Once again we have a choice, we're going to go down the right hand side once more. Does it look like one of the cars behind us went to the left? Is that the quicker route? Could be, he's come out a little bit ahead of us, not far. We seem to get a better run out of the left hand side. Maybe that's something we need to look at for the last lap. Battling nicely now. Trying to keep this first position. We know they're close. You can see their headlights on our rear bumper, so we know how close they are. They seem to be close on the second lap than they were on the first, although we have gained a little bit of a distance now. As you can see, their headlights disappearing off the back of our car. So that's helpful. Left hander nicely taken there. Try and take as much speed in these corners as possible. I think maybe we just lacked the top end speed on that final straight, and that's why they came past us so quickly over the end of the first lap. So that's something we'll be aware of. So maybe we need a gap. At the end of this race we need to have a little gap. A little touch on the brakes there wasn't needed. That got car a bit out of sorts. Taking first position back there though, nicely, and the other car that's caught up behind us can't get past. So we kind of park it on the apex. That's a good way of doing it. But yeah, I think maybe we've got to be conscious that we need a gap on the finish straight, because otherwise them cars with a better top speed may be able to get past us right at the end. We don't really want to risk that. We have built up a bit of gap now to the cars behind. They've struggled in that last section it seems. Now let's see, we've got a bit of a gap. Will it be enough to cross the line? Yes it will. We start the last lap, so that's the kind of gap we need come the end of this lap. Over the bridge we go. You can see them already catching on the mini-map. You can see the headlights on the rear of our car now already. So there is an issue there. They have a better top speed it seems on the straights. That's something we've got to be aware of and try and use to our advantage as much as possible. Now, left-hander done. We've got a choice again. We've been going the right for the first two laps. We're going for the left. We did see this was a bit faster for the cars behind previously. And we held our speed nicely there, getting up to 92 miles an hour. Car on our outside though. Got to be a bit wary of that man taking too much speed into the corner. I think we just grazed the barrier there. Managed just about to keep first position. Wasn't the best, but maybe because we weren't expecting the speeds to be carried through as much as it did. We are through, we're still in first. We need to build a gap now. We know these cars are going to come back to us on the finish line. We need to build a gap. How much can we get in this final parts of the lap? Okay, right hander next. We can see roughly where the finish line is going to be. Just got to negotiate a few more corners. And the cars are there. We haven't got a gap at this point. We need to get further ahead. They do seem to struggle in this last section. Maybe we have superior acceleration, maybe better grip. When it comes to this last section, they do seem to struggle a bit more in their cars. Onto two wheels there. Took it a bit too quickly. Didn't take enough of the speed off. We're still in first as it stands. Nice right-hander there. Get around nicely, quickly onto the accelerator. We do seem to have a bit of a gap forming now. We may be okay. If we can hold this together, may be okay. Left-hander there. We can see the finish line. It is just ahead. Final few corners. Now this is the straight we're worried about. I think we're okay. We're going to cross the line in first place. Wow. What a result. What a race.
Awesome skills, my friend. You are dominating right now. In fact, I think you spend so much time in first place, you're starting to lap yourself.
You spend so much time in first place, you may be lapping yourself. Now that's a high praise indeed. I'll take that every day of the week. So there we go. Confirmation. First place for us. Car looks in good condition, bar the dust. I think we did well. So for the final race, we are going to move on to Morroco. Wolverine is going to be in the car. I know we're just seeing the rewards and stuff. I'm going to struggle to pronounce the next one as well, so give myself a little bit extra time. So we're going to move on. Wolverine is in the car for the Antaeus Battle at Asif Tifnout in Morroco. Again, apologies if that pronunciation is horrendous. Final confirmation of the rewards. And there we go, 3 stamps as well. So, next one, the Antaeus Battle. As I said, Wolverine has chosen to drive the Aston Martin DBX of the pre-runner class. He did have a choice of X-Cross Raid or pre-runner cars, and he chose the Aston Martin DBX. Can he do as well as we did? Time will tell. Now, there is a short I've released alongside this video, and it is off Wolverine's start. Watch carefully. There's nothing like giving the whole field an advantage as you reverse off the start line and go in the wrong direction. He completely just pressed the wrong button and didn't even realise until it's too late. So he's given the cars a little bit of advantage, but he's quickly caught up to the back of them. I think the bit of the delay also was incurred because he was laughing so much afterwards. It was one of those weird starts. It's the first time he's done it, and it was a brilliant start. But do check out the short. It is worth the laugh at least. It is not the way to start a race. Right, he's forcing his way through now. He's up to 8th place already, so he's done well to catch back up. Right-hander next, doing okay round there. Trying to keep the speed high. Down to 9th though currently. The people in 1st, 2nd and 3rd have kind of got a bit away now. He needs to play catch up for quite a bit. As he is taking positions up the inside there, squeezing another car out. It's a little bit too deep. Retains 6th place just. Down to 7th now as the car on the outside takes it. He's at the inside of the next corner. Touches the inside. That wasn't the best corner he's taken, but he does keep 6th place. He did change the livery for the car. It is the exact same car that I drove in the first race, so he decided to change livery so it looked different. Perfect. Right-hander turned in a little bit early there and too close to the inside. Should have took that a bit wider maybe. But he's still in 6th. He's playing catch up. He's doing well. To come back into this race into 6th position is good anyway. I'm happy with how he's done so far. It's a horrendous start. But he's now got to see if he can catch any other positions. Left-hander, nicely done, drifting nicely. He's got right-hander, a little bit slow on exit. Did well there. Turned a little bit too much and nearly ended into the barrier. Did manage to avoid it. That cost him a little bit of time though. Nice left-hander, drifting nicely, but then got caught up on the car next to him. He goes through the water, over the little jump here, and the car ahead of him actually lands on his bonnet by the looks of things and torpedoes off, so he's dropped position to 7th, and the dust storm is now hit. Visibility is now going to become an issue. He does take the position back, he's back into 6th. This isn't the brilliant visibility. For all these corners he has to negotiate, the dust storm was the last thing he wanted at this point. Should have expected it though. It is dusty here, it is Morroco, it's going to happen. Car on the inside there takes position off and he's down to 7th. Another car coming up the inside as well. He's going to try and take it around the outside, takes the corner nicely, takes the position back up to 6th place for Wolverine. Now, he's still trying to catch the cars ahead, and the lack of visibility is not helping. The fact he's being challenged from behind also isn't helping, because he's trying to defend as much as possible. I don't know if he's gaining. I kind of think he is at times, and then other corners it doesn't seem like he is, so I'm not sure. A bit deep on that corner there. He did the same in the first lap as well. It's just one of those corners you just can't quite get right at this point. He's got the inside for the next. Takes it a little bit quickly, but does get on the power nicely off the banking there, and I think he gets away with that. The banking really helped bring his speed back up quickly. Over the jump, nicely done this time. No car landing on him this time. That's always a bonus. And the car in 5th is dropping back. I think either Wolverine is catching up or the car is dropping back. So he may gain another position here. He's on his tail. He can go for the inside here. The next corner, he's got it. He's into 5th. Can he hold it? I think he holds it nicely. The other car's going back at him from the outside, but doesn't get the run he needs. He does get through that corner there. Up the inside for Wolverine again. Can he get the speed down? Now he's going to have the outside for the next corner. I think he holds it really nicely. Just avoids the barrier there. I think it's a really good corner. So he has now got 5th place over the little jump as well. So as he approaches the start of the final lap, Wolverine into 5th place after his blunder at the start of the race as well. This is a fantastic recovery drive. That dust storm is affecting him. He is struggling a little bit in some of the corners just due to the visibility. But I think he's also catching. You can see the top 4 cars there are just in front. Considering they had a massive lead quite a way through this race, he has caught up in the last lap. Can he get any more positions from this? That's the thing. Left-hander now, taking it nicely, on the power. Nicely done there. Right-hander next. Not too bad. Okay, visibility seems to be better now. Dust storm seems to have abated a little bit. He does seem a little bit easier to see things. Okay, the leaders are ahead. He is catching a lot. 2 wheels though there. Made a little bit of a mistake in the corner. By getting on 2 wheels. Couldn't bring the car around in full rotation quick enough. Just dropped back a little bit. But 4th place seems to have dropped off the front 3 a little bit more than he was previously. There is still a chance here. A couple of corners still to go. Over the jump. Takes that at some speed. Not too bad a landing either. Right-hander now. And he does force his way through the inside. It's going to be neck and neck for the left-hander. Just forcing his way past. But the car's going back him on the inside there. Can he hold it? I think he has. 4th place for Wolverine. After his start of giving everyone else an advantage. He is through into 4th. Can he hold it? That's the question. He's got 4th on his tail. They're going to come up the inside here. As he just overturns into the corner a little bit too much. Left-hander now. He's going to hold it again. Nice drift. Power down through the puddle. Sort of jump to contend with. Nice jump. And you can see the finish line. Can he hold on to 4th place? I think it might get closer than he wants it to be. He holds on 4th place, and what a finish for Wolverine, considering the start. Considering he felt like giving everyone else an advantage. I think that's a really good finish for him. And he wasn't that far off the leaders. I think, what was it, 4 seconds? That wasn't too bad. If he hadn't made the mistake of the start line, he may have been up there for the win. But he did really, really well. Brought the race back. And a 4th position. Not worried at all. Confirmation he's going to gain the stamp. That's all we need to continue. So the stamp there for Wolverine. And what a race. Now you'll be pleased to hear no radio chatter for this episode, so that is it. 2 races done. I don't think we've got much more to do. We're in the velocity stages now anyway. And the next episode we have Daly's Trail for you as the starting episode. That's a rock bouncer event. That's going to be interesting. So we'll see you for that one. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.